Okay, I mentioned I was going to be reading things from current publications of SCAR's publications. This is the December issue called The Cool Cold. And the title of the one was picked from two things that I wrote with totals with things on them. So the first one, a very short one, is writing about the fucking cold. Have you ever noticed that the two most common expressions about the cold as a witch's tit, freeze the balls off a brass monkey, deal with private body parts? Maybe the term the fucking cold is really a suggestion to stay in the house and do just that. And then something that's a little more profound, I hope. We have a lot of holidays in the US, but I think the most important are the ones about 6 months apart, Christmas and the 4th of July. Christmas, the day the Christians celebrate the birth of Jesus, and most other Americans are involved with holiday presents and good cheer. The 4th of July, the day with fireworks and parades, Americans celebrate our independence and the vision of our forefathers. Jesus and Jefferson are the spokespeople for the values underlying these celebrations. They supposedly are guiding philosophers. Yet their most important statements go unheeded. All men are created equal, now understood to include women. Love your neighbor as yourself. All men and your neighbor does not exclude immigrants, non-citizens, the poor, the homeless, non-English speakers, minorities, soon to be majorities, LGBTs, nor unpopular religions. Jesus and Jefferson deserve more than we give them. And then from one of their anthologies, The Wall, I have the first poem in the book, Dickens 2021. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. The greatest opening line of any book ever, except perhaps the Gospel of St. John. Yet it seems to apply more than ever today to the two cities of our country in the 21st century. Great changes, technology revolution, civil rights revolution, sexual revolution, gay revolution, all too much to digest, the pill, the internet, same-sex marriage, random agnosticism, nationwide pandemic, large and non-white population, and the country split. Red versus blue, Democrats versus Republicans, never Trumpers versus pro-Trumpers, vaxxers versus anti-vaxxers, internationalists versus America Firstists, white nationalists versus Black Lives Matter, all fed by social media, bring us into the age of gullibility. 40 years ago, nut conspiracy theories stayed in local bars. Today, someone gets online and the theory goes out to millions, and the Capitol gets stormed. How do we recover? Damned if I know, but hopefully someone has the answers. Oh, and the entire Tale of Two Cities quote is, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times, it was the age of wisdom, it was the age of foolishness, it was the epoch of belief, it was the epoch of incredulity, it was the season of light, it was the season of darkness, it was the spring of hope, it was the winter of despair. David, how much time do I have?
Go right ahead. You've only been like 4 minutes or something, but do your thing.
All right, this is from the other that was from the anthology of 3 months of Down of the Dirt. This is from the anthology of 3 months of the Final Frontier. History. Some may not believe the story or even know it, but the Judeo-Christian Bible tells a story that in the beginning of the earth, there were only two people from creation and revolution or whatever, a man and a woman. They had everything they needed. Great weather, food, sex with no clothes, and the God spirit nature had only one rule. And they broke it. So it was get dressed, get out, grow food, labor to live, and that was the real beginning. Supposedly they have two sons, and one decided the other had more and killed him for it. And we were off and running. Since then, we've decided that the others, whoever they are, had prettier women, had more or better land, worshiped the wrong god, or of a different color, speak a different language, or a threat for any reason, and might kill us if we don't kill them first. So we try to. We get better at it. Rocks, clubs, spears, swords, guns, cannon, planes, bombs, drones. And we get more sophisticated, couching the killing, war to end wars, war to liberation, a peacekeeping force, never facing the real problem. This is day one. We've been totally fucked up and humanity is doomed. Thank you for putting up with me. I'll have one more thing that in this particular one, Bob Zaslow had been at China's monthly thing and sketched everyone. And the one right after me is it's from Rita Rusty Rose, and that's Bob's sketch of Rusty. Once again, thank you for putting up with me.